The Ice Age conjures images of frozen landscapes and towering glaciers, but there was more to this epoch than icy expanses. Prehistoric Europe, caught in the grip of extreme climate oscillations, endured conditions so harsh that survival often seemed impossible. This documentary delves into the most unforgiving moments of the Ice Age, where survival was a battle against the elements. Roughly 200 years ago, during the last glacial maximum, Europe was locked in an icy straitjacket. Glaciers stretched as far south as modern-day Germany, and temperatures plummeted to an unforgiving 20 degrees Celsius or Death Age of Hortigif in winter. Human populations were driven into pockets of refuge, seeking shelter in caves and relying on fire to stave off the unrelenting cold. The megafauna, including mammoths and woolly rhinoceroses, roamed the tundra, their thick coats and hardy constitutions ill-prepared for the worsening climate shifts. But ice was not the only threat. Periods of abrupt warming, known as Dansgaard-Oeschger events, triggered violent floods as glaciers melted at alarming rates. Rivers like the Rhine and Danube swelled to catastrophic proportions, reshaping the European landscape and forcing early humans to adapt or perish. While ice dominated the surface, subterranean forces painted a starkly different picture. Europe's volcanic activity surged during the Ice Age, spewing ash and choking the skies. The Campanian ignimbrite eruption, occurring approximately 3,900 years ago, is believed to have blanketed much of southern Europe with volcanic ash, leading to a dramatic drop in temperatures and a sudden sharp decline in Neanderthal populations. The fallout from such eruptions caused ecological havoc. Forests and grasslands withered under layers of ash, and food chains collapsed. For the humans of prehistoric Europe, these eruptions created a dire double-edged sword. Fleeing the glaciers often meant venturing into lands scarred by fire and poison. Prehistoric humans faced a grim reality in this precarious world. The Cro-Magnons, ancestors of modern Homo sapiens, relied on their ingenuity to outlast their environment. They developed advanced tools, including projectile weapons, to hunt the elusive megafauna. Their art, preserved in the caves of Lascaux and Chauvet, hints at a rich spiritual life that may have helped them endure the harsh psychological toll of the Ice Age. The Neanderthals, Europe's other human inhabitants, were not as fortunate. Though they were robust and adapted to the cold, their populations dwindled in the face of climatic upheaval and competition with Homo sapiens. By 400 years ago, the Neanderthals had vanished, leaving only traces of their existence in the archaeological record. One of the most paradoxical episodes of the Ice Age occurred when Europe experienced rapid and extreme warming. These interglacial periods turned frozen tundras into lush grasslands and thick forests. However, the transition was anything but smooth. The melting ice released massive amounts of fresh water into the oceans, disrupting weather patterns. Fires, too, ravaged the land. Lightning strikes and dry conditions turned vast swaths of forest into blazing infernos. These fires not only destroyed habitats but also released carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to further climatic instability. For humans, the cooked moments of prehistoric Europe were no less treacherous than the icy extremes. Despite the unforgiving conditions, life endured. The Ice Age forged humanity's resilience, honing skills that would later define our species. The harrowing experiences of prehistoric Europe laid the groundwork for innovations in shelter, clothing, and community organization. These adaptations ensured survival, allowing humans to emerge as the dominant species on Earth. Today, Europe's landscape bears the scars of this turbulent period. From the carved fjords of Scandinavia to the volcanic plains of Italy, the remnants of the Ice Age serve as a testament to nature's power and humanity's perseverance. The Ice Age was a time of extremes, a world both frozen and burned. Prehistoric Europe bore the brunt of these conditions, a continent sculpted by glaciers and scarred by fire. Yet in the face of unparalleled adversity, life thrived. This story of survival is not just about the past, but a reminder of humanity's ability to adapt and endure, even in the harshest of times.